Sorry, darling. Hello, hello. Sorry, I wasn't facing the camera. Wait, can y'all not see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I am working on making almost like onigiri. I thought I had nori. I thought I had seaweed, and apparently I do not. Okay, good. Keeps freezing. I'm surviving. At this point, I'm fucking surviving. That's about it. How's everybody doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go out and come right back in. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go out and come right back in. Better. So I am working on making onigiri. Oh yeah, no, this happens all the time. This is how this was built. It holds across here, but it's supposed to be that coquettish. Oh my! So don't worry, it happens. Let's see. Oh, that meat smells good. That smells real good. Hello. See, now that's the number I'm far more used to seeing, like the 30s and the 40s. Over on the computer, we had like barely half that. Like, I see what you're doing, TikTok. Fucking around. Trying to see if you're gonna find out. Oi, oi. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? That was definitely an interesting dual live, to say the least. That was a very interesting dual live. Big O is kind of wild. I'm still getting my footing over there on a lot of things, but boy, are they, it's like being over there makes me understand the loneliness epidemic a little bit more, and it makes me feel less bad about taking certain people's money. Turn that way down because I just need to warm it up. Give me a half second. I will turn around and reread messages. Hello, darlings. How do we do? Goodness, a lot of people coming and going. Going and coming. And always too soon. Right? My Villain Era Gray honestly works for me in everything I do. I appreciate him. Hello, darlings. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna throw a little bit more of this on the grill. So I marinated with onion powder, garlic powder, Worcestershire sauce. Oh, which I didn't put the cap back on. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and what was the other thing I added? There's one more thing I added, and I can't even think of it at the moment. But yeah. I can't use them correctly. I'm not like a proficient. Oh yeah. But, like, I've used chopsticks for a couple decades now. I actually prefer them as a method for eating. But yeah, no, I'm working on just, like, making some little onigiri balls. Oh, no worries, don't worry. No worries. I didn't know how long I was going to be going back and forth, but I'm just like, you know what, let me pop back on as soon as I get this plugged in. So, we're plugged back in, we're good to go. Trying to get my white rice just warmed up enough. I don't want it to be scalding hot. And I'm using metal chopsticks, which is a little bit more difficult than using the wooden ones. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, we're already over 1.6K. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Just looking at my page, thank you. I'm working on onigiris. I'm out of nori. I've been busy paying bills, so I do not have time nor money to go to the grocery store. I so wish I did, just so I could restock on a few things. Okay, that's gonna be warm by now. Hello, hello. Oh, that's right. Gotta get the bowl out. Turn that down low. Splash of oil. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. Hopefully decently well. Goodness, so much going on. Bop. So we've got the meat. I'm gonna give it a quick chop up. And I've got, oh, actually let me put the last of the meat on there. Quick chop. Sorry, making sure I'm trying to make sure that I'm remaining interactive with the audience. Oh, that's right. Happy Friday! It's definitely been a bit feral. No, honestly, overall, Friday's been going pretty damn good, so I cannot complain too much. I might need to heat up a little bit more rice. The rice is supposed to be basically, well, pre-made onigiri shape so that I don't have to do it myself. Because I don't have that kind of hand dexterity. And I seasoned my meat, so seasoned and marinated. Might need to heat up a little bit more rice. I'm going to make a second one. Oh, I'm feeling very relaxed and cozy. This is one of my favorite, like, little sundresses. It's got a nice little vent hole, so my underboobage is actually comfortable instead of sweaty and bleh. But yeah, thank you very much. Fuck yeah. Shit. I am making onigiri. I'm frying one up right now. I didn't have nori, so I'm basically using the fry method to give it a little bit more a little bit more stick-to-itiveness. I love it when people fall asleep to me. I'm sorry, that tickles me pink. Because it means that my voice is calm enough, my overall demeanor is like relaxed enough that it's not stressing people out, it's helping them relax, which is, I mean, it's kind of what I started this channel for anyways, is to help people have a place to decompress, so, yeah. Well, because it's calm, it's not stressed out usually, it's not yelling usually, it's just there, and it has that nice kind of background noise effect of, you don't have to pay attention to follow the conversation just kind of happens, so yeah. I appreciate it. Let me also get one of these face wipes out. Do I have... Yes, I do. So close. Okay, so the onigiri might not work. I might just throw meat and rice in a bowl and call it a good day. I thought I had it at the right level. Nope, it's good. Fuck it, it's gonna be meat and rice in a bowl. Honestly, it's very tasty meat. Because it's a 1950s O'Keefe and Merritt. Which is like, it's one of those nostalgic, old-timey looking ones. Yes, I actually do like Chapel Roan. She's a little bit on the kind of the light and poppy side for me, but like, I kind of enjoy her, and like the more I listen to the music, like the more like kind of backstory it seems to have in it, I really appreciate it. So, yeah. So, the onigiri did not work the way I'd hoped to. I for some reason I thought I had it at the right level, and I tipped over, it just slid apart, and I'm like, I am not going to reform that. So, right. Her music feels kind of like it harkens back to like that late 70s, 80s-ish, 90s-ish music. And it's like, it's poppy, it's light, it doesn't have a whole lot of extra beats behind it. It's just her voice. Like, you can almost see her busking at like a Subway or something, like on the keyboard, doing her thing while singing. Like, that's the kind of feel it gives, and it's kind of homely in a good way. Like, you want to come in, because she is rocking out to her own drummer, and you're like, fuck yeah. I do appreciate her. I really wish people would understand her boundaries, and that she is a person. First and foremost, she is a person. So the boundaries that she sets are like boundaries that every normal person would have. I love her. I love the costuming too, because the costuming is definitely a harken back to like 80s, 90s indie films. So yeah, it has that very, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if this is like a high school production or like a college project, but fuck if it's not endearing for some weird ass reason. That, and she seems like a very genuine person. Right? Yes. It's super camp. It is like super camp. It is so fantastic. I absolutely adore that from her. Thank you so much for the pumpkins. I appreciate that. Fuck, I love a good pulled pork. I like gator. I want to try kangaroo. Venison is nice. But holy hell if I do not absolutely adore pork. Also, beef is good. But like chicken? I think I just ate so much chicken for such a long time, especially through college, that I'm just like, no. Thank you so much for the variety of gifts. I love that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Time to add more meat. Are we talking like artist, Or are we talking like vocal artist? Because like vocal artist, like vocal artist, MCR. And I know like people were like, why? What? Gerard Way puts so much emotion and so much texture and feeling into how he sings that it really tells a song, or it really tells a story in the song about what's going on. It's not just the lyrics, it's not just the music, it is also very much the way he sings it. Very, very close, in fact, pardon me, ooh, the hiccups. Practically tied with Amy Lee from Evanescence. Which, for her, it's the vocal range. She has such an amazing vocal range that puts so much value into what she is singing that it's absolutely just gorgeous to listen to and occasionally screech along to in my car with nobody else listening, because sweet Jesus. So, I did some deep condition yesterday, basically hair mayonnaise. I always put conditioner in my hair, but I did the mayonnaise yesterday, like directly into the hair, let it set. And then I just did a couple of finger drills, which is, basically you get the curl really wet, you get your mousse or whatever you're going through it, and then you just take a section and you roll it up, and then you let it drop, and it makes these. And my hair is built to do these, so I'm very fortunate when it comes to that. But yeah, other than that, Uncle Funky's Daughter is really, really good hair care products, and yeah, I have very feisty hair. I've got the very much combination European African, and it's like a 3B roughly. So it can take a curl, but like you can't overly weigh it down. So yeah, so Uncle Funky's Daughter is really, really good moisture care. Absolutely adore them. And then the current hair mayonnaise that I am using is Silk Essentials Strength and Silk Intense Conditioning. And it is fantastic. It says wash out, but I use a very, very small amount directly on my hair and put it in and let it stay there. Hey, hi Haley. Oh my god, I freaking love lo-fi. Right? Lo-fi is like a hidden gem when it comes to music. Lo-fi is so like amazing, and it's very, very chill. You can literally study to it. It just relaxes you down and gets you in just a nice headspace. I'm doing tonight. It's been a long day. I'm doing well tonight. How are you? I was just, it started out as onigiri, but I'm out of nori, so it just turned into, well, that and I missed the flip. I fucking foobarred that shit. So it's shaved marinated pork over rice, and honestly, it was fantastic, so. Yeah. Yeah, I would still say Uncle Funky's Daughter, because their product isn't overly heavy. All of their stuff is actually rather lightweight, so if your hair has like between wave and curl, it's the thing that will do your hair a lot of good. Very ambient. I almost forgot about lo-fi. Yeah. Like, ambient lo-fi is fantastic. It's great to have as a background music. They usually have like sets that are like 4 to 8 hours long, and it's just chill. It gives you a nice little rhythm and tempo, and gives you just enough in the ear that you're like chilling, and it's not surprising. It's not harsh. There's never like any like oh my goodness, like big sounds to it. It's all very low, very chill. So if you're a bit neurospicy, lo-fi is a really great background music to have. It will definitely help calm. Aw, thank you, darling. Pardon as I am wiping off all of the powder makeup, because I don't like to use cream foundations. They fuck with my skin something awful. There we go. My fangs are off. I'll have to get up early tomorrow and get shit put together so that I can go do my photo shoot with my bestie Virgo. Ah, okay. So I'm half black, half white. I'm biracial, born and bred in Southern California. So yeah, it's nothing exciting. Unfortunately, I only speak English fluently, much to my chagrin. Absolutely to my chagrin. I wish I spoke more languages, especially fluently. Unfortunately, again, I did grow up in an area that spoke a decent amount of Spanish, so I can understand Spanish. Just my enunciation and ability to speak it is absolutely tragic. I took 4 years of French in high school. That helps me understand it, but it doesn't help me speak it. How does one achieve what build? Which build are you looking for? Because this build is just a series of like low rolls on genetics. And then, you know, just overall, like my body told me you're meant to be at about 250. That is your zone between 250 and 270. That's your zone. That's what you're gonna stay in. Like, that's it. Now, as for the character build, well, what can I say? Childhood trauma, but somehow an overwhelming sense of optimism. And then also just recognizing that I can be a perky goth. I can be a gloom cookie. I can enjoy BDSM and also be a bit of a cupcake at times. So, yeah. This isn't even a character. This is just me. Welcome to it. Oh, thank you so much, Emily. I do appreciate that. A gloom cookie. So a gloom cookie is kind of like one of those proto names or proto labels for early goths. But specifically, gloom cookie is you're a goth, but you're like, hi. So yeah, like where you would see a lot of the typical goths, they're like trying to be stuck and I'm gonna go visit a cemetery for, like, graveyard rubbings, you know, wearing, like, pancake makeup, melting in the sun, and just looking slightly angry or pissed. I, on the other hand, would have that same black gear on, you know, purple curl going, metallic lipstick, and I'd be like, hi! And they're like, the fuck? And, like, I never really gave a shit if people like stared or got like an attitude with me, because literally if they try and come at you, you're just like, aw, aren't you cute? You're a whole grown-ass person. You need to learn to not be so judgmental, and I'm pretty sure I see a cross around your neck, which means you should have been listening to in Sunday school a little bit more, but you didn't. Anyways, I gotta go. And they're like, the fuck was that? So yeah, hit them with enough niceness that they have got no clue where to start. Because most people who come at you in an angry tone when you dress goth, they're angry that you are able to live your life happily when they have been told that you existing is nothing but misery. And when they see you happy, they don't know how to process that. Because they're expecting a fight. They're expecting to get cursed out so that it reinforces the negative stereotypes that they've learned about others. And it reinforces their righteous sense of indignation. when you hit them with all the niceness and just go, and walk away, they don't know how to process that shit. Because they're like, that did not go the way I thought it was going to. And you're like, yeah, no shit. Yes, I am currently a witch. I am an ex-evangelical Christian. I have 2 college degrees, one of psychology, one of fashion design. I am a conversationalist, a Gemini. I'm in my 40s. I am still trying to be hopeful that I will find my people, my tribe, my place to be that is also going to be, for me, financially stable. Trying hard not to give up hope on that count. But yeah. Hey! So far so good. How are you doing, Stussy? Right. Shaved pork, just give it a nice marinade and then throw it over some good white sushi rice. Fuck yeah. And if you got furikake, definitely. Unfortunately, the furikake that I have is kind of sumac, so it has a little bit of a sourness to it, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling the sour right now. So, for the psych degree, I would actually need a master's to do, like, psych work. I have the bachelor's, but my parents refused to pay for anything past that because of the particular type of psychology I wanted to do. I wanted to be a sexual therapist. I wanted to be able to help people get past a lot of their stigmas, their guilt, learn better coping mechanisms for how they were and how they express themselves. And yeah, my parents were not going to go for that, especially since I'd have to move across the country, and they were not ready, willing, or able to give up their control over me. And I have tried with my fashion degree. Unfortunately, I got bamboozled by a not good school. Great teachers, absolute shit upper management. I went to AI. I went to the Art Institute. And my school closed down, I think, almost like the year after I left. And so they basically saddled me with $150,000 of debt, and they were supposed to help me get a job for like the first 6 months out of school. They literally forgot that I existed the moment I graduated. So a lot of those inroads, a lot of those things that you kind of need to know somebody in order to get into the industry, they forgot I fucking existed. And I kept contacting them, and 3 months later, they're like, oh God, you're right, we are supposed to be helping you. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Well, they helped me get a job that paid $10 an hour as a designer's assistant. I was a floor liaison, and I absolutely adored the job. I fucking loved the job. But it would pay me about $20,000 a year, which was a far sight off of the $50,000 to $60,000 a year that they said I'd be making. Yeah. And when I asked about more a couple months in, like, hey, how quickly can we look at adjusting this? They're like, well, we're about to file for bankruptcy, so probably never. So, yeah, I have taken so many bad hits in my life that honestly, if there is a God, and I don't mean if there is a God, I'm an atheist. No, like, if there's a God and I meet them face to face, I'm gonna have some words with them, like, what the fuck was this about? Like, really, what the fuck was this about? Cause what the fuck, man? I worked my ass off, and I keep getting handed bullshit, so, like, what the fuck? But yeah. Yes, no, you're 100% correct. Very much like Masters and Johnson or Kinsey. I really wanted to do something where I was actually helping people talk through their issues and actually getting to know more about human psychology and sexual identity, expression, all those different things, deviancy. And by the way, deviancy doesn't mean meta deviancy. Deviancy just means a little off the mark from 50% or so of the population. So either more towards the asexual or more towards the hypersexual or more towards the BDSM, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was like, that'd be great. And they're like, you're going to need at least a master's to do that, and we don't do it at this school. You would have to move all the way over to New York. And my parents went, no. You can study and become a school psychologist. You can become a school counselor for like high school, junior high. Completely ignoring the fact that I kept telling him I fucking hate kids. I fucking cannot be around kids, especially not with their problems. That would give me flashbacks, and I'm not going back. Thank you very much. Like, no. And they're like, well, you can either do that or figure it out your fucking self. I'm like, so when I did fashion design, again, that was an uphill battle, and yeah. Kamala Harris with a K. I don't like her. I truly don't like her. I will not be voting red nor blue. So that is a lost cause. Also, the president isn't what makes the country. The president doesn't really do anything. They're a figurehead more often than not. It is Congress. It is the House and Senate that that make the policy. They are the legislation branch. And it is much more important to flip, turn, or otherwise get the right people into the House and Senate. Local, state, those count way more. Local can actually insulate you from a lot of stuff a lot faster. The bigger the government, the slower they move. The smaller the government, the faster they can move and implement. So yeah. Oh, you know what? I have not read up on Derek Anderson yet. I know we're coming down to the wire. The 5th. Everybody remember, the 5th of November is the day that you have to vote by if you're an absentee ballot, which is what I am. If you're an absentee ballot, by all means, make sure you send it in early. Right? Oh yeah, Congress matters way more than the president. Because here's the thing. Yes, the president has veto power, but here's what they don't tell you is the Congress can look at that veto and go, I'm sorry, maybe we didn't say this loud enough. We're doing this. We have no, faith that you are of sound mind to veto this. No, we're going to keep doing that. So yeah, there's a lot of checks and balances in place. And when it comes to, oh God, Congress and Senate and House, way more important. And that's why it's a shame that 95% of them have taken money from AIPAC and from, what's the other one? Kufi. Christians United for the Blue and White. Basically, Christian Zionists. But yeah. Oh, no worries. Have a good one, Haley. Oh, I got the dress from Shein. Thank you so much. It's got these really nice, mid-thigh slits. So it's, nice and breezy. And then it has this mid-vent right there. So the underboobage gets some actual flow there. So you're not just going, I am literally sweating my tits off right now. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know some people don't do politics, I understand. I'm all about spirited debate. Even when it makes me mildly uncomfortable, I'm all about the spirited debate because, there are some things that you have to be uncomfortable with. You just do because you can't just ignore them. They're gonna happen one way or another. No. Oh, For me, because of the particular type of cancer that I went through, I can't introduce phytoestrogens to my system or estrogen. Both of them react very poorly in my system. It's hell. It's honest. It's like going through puberty again, but in the worst ways possible. So yeah, that's why I use Worcestershire. And if I need something a little bit more umami, a little bit of fish sauce. Both of those work really well and give that salty umami flavor that you're looking for with like soy. Yeah. Being able to completely ignore politics is definitely a bit of a privilege, or at least it's a how do I put this? Because I'm trying to put it so politely and softly, because I don't think the people who are not into politics, like, for some people it just stresses them out. It's anxiety on high. But, how to put it? To be able to put down politics and just walk away usually means you are deeply unaffected by the politics that are going on around you. It usually means you're part of a protected class, which is usually this color, rich, Christian. They do tend to have like way more protections than a lot of people understand, because they're also like a majority religion in this country, so it's a power game. But yeah, like, male definitely is at the top of that, but female is still within proximity of that palm-coloredness. And since we are a country that is built to favor a very particular class of people, the closer you can get to being that class, whether it's by relationship or you know, benefit of all the other surrounding integrating pieces, yeah. So like, so I'm a minority in like several ways over, in the matrices of domination, which has nothing to do with I am one of the lower on the totem pole people. I'm at the most amount of risk because I am female, because I am fat, because I am queer, and because I'm black. The black one being the one that is like the most obvious. It's the most obvious, and therefore, since I'm such an ambiguous brown, I also get blowback from people who don't like, say, Latinas, or people they think are Mexican. And I'm like, I'm not Mexican, firstly. Secondly, what the fuck you got a problem with Mexicans for? Have you had their food? Have you heard their music? Have you seen their culture? Like, what the fuck, my dude? Oh, I tend to be on lives, usually Monday through Fridays, roughly 6 o'clock to, 9 o'clock or so, most nights. I'm also going to be over on Big O. I think I'm going to try and grow my platform a little bit on Instagram. I will try and let people know a day or two in advance of where I'm going to be. Right? Mexican food is fucking... Have you had, like, Mexican food, but, like, street-level Mexican food? Oh, that shit's so good. So fucking good. Ooh, my favorite. I love street tacos. Oh, I fucking love street tacos. You're welcome. Like birria. Birria is nice. Birria is really nice. But I love lengua, buche, or bush, I should say. Cabeza. I like the head meat. I love a bit of good head. Absolutely adore street tacos with fresh pico de gallo, fresh salsas, usually a salsa verde. Adore that. That, and I can never pronounce the damn name right. Gubernator tacos. So they put down like a layer of cheese, corn tortilla. They do up some shrimp, onions, bell peppers and mushrooms on the grill. Throw that in with more cheese. It's this gooey, savory seafood. It's so fucking good. I did not know seafood and cheese could marry so well. And sweet Jesus, I love those. They are so good. I've only had a little bit. I had some homemade Puerto Rican food, and it was so good. I would absolutely adore having more access to like Dominican and Jamaican, and like I would love to try all the different foods because I love the handmade stuff, the stuff that's made with love and seasoning. And like I love that good. It's so good, so fucking good. Like Puerto Rican food is fucking amazing. Ooh, what was it I had? Feijoada. Brazilian feijoada. I did not know that a mildly sour, meaty soup would be so fucking good. It blew my mind. So good, and so good over rice. Oh my god. Savory or sweets? I do like savory, but I adore sweets. I don't like the sweets that are like, oh, this is nothing but pure sugar, like, you know, 2-inch layer of buttercream. I like light sweet. I like gently sweet. If I really need like sweet, I like gummies. I don't know why, I just do. I like gummy colas, gummy sharks, nickel nips. Oh my god, that's just straight sugar right there. But yeah, like I like refined sweets. So I have a love for like dark chocolates, for fruit. Oh my god, a fruit tart. Fuck a duck. I will. Nope. I will, but I love a good fresh fruit tart. I find them to be absolutely gorgeous. They are so many versions of happy because I love fresh fruit. So you add fresh fruit to a good pastry with some like delicious, creme diplomat, or a nice custard, a nice sweet custard, not overly eggy. So fantastic. It's just coming up on 10 o'clock where I live. Luckily, I'm a bit of an insomniac, and I still want to get in at least a couple rounds of Total Mayhem, so, yeah. Ooh, black blood. I've had a couple different types of, like, black pudding and blood sausage. I was not a fan of the Korean kind. It had a high amount of rice. There was something about the texture that I just wasn't loving, and the taste was too old Band-Aid. Oh, 1 o'clock. Oh, so you're over on the East Coast. Hey, how you doing? Right. I have a place called Rossmore Pastries. It's pretty near where I live, and they do the most fantastic baked goods. Amazing cupcakes, beautiful fruit tarts, super reasonable prices, especially for the quality it is. All kinds of cookies, danishes. They do a fantastic wide range of sweet, but they also do like fresh breads. They do bagels, and just they're so fucking good. Hey Carmen, how you doing, darling? But yeah, just oh my god, I love a little bit of sweet. Everything in balance. And I like trying new things. So, oh god, suddenly I'm like takoyaki. Takoyaki sounds so good right now. Because bonito is this beautiful fish that is dried and smoked until it becomes almost hard as wood. And they thinly shave it so that it just melts in your mouth, and it has the most gorgeous, smoky, ever so mildly fish to it. Like, you can tell that it's fish. It's not fishy, but you can tell it's fish, but the smoky flavor that just permeates your mouth with whatever you eat just adds a whole new level of taste to it. It's so good. But yeah, takoyaki, the octopus balls, Sounds so good with some Kewpie mayo, a little bit of eel sauce, which I know has a little bit of soy in it, a little bit of eel sauce, some bonito shavings, and some nori over it, or furikake. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I like variety. Like with anything else. And it's not that I ever get bored of foods. In fact, I could probably eat Thai food for like the rest of my life and be very happy. But I love variety and I love trying new things. And I'd much rather try something new and go, this isn't quite for me, versus never having tried it. And then people go, oh my God, but you've missed out on all these things. Yeah, well, you know, I like to stick to just this. And I'm like, I'm gonna try outside my comfort zone every now and again. Especially when I go someplace new. Like when I was doing Korean barbecue, of course I'd get the pork belly and you know, the shaved beef and that kind of stuff. But also, like, I ended up trying stomach and tripe, like the honeycombed part of the stomach, the regular stomach. There was another organ meat in there. I think it was spleen. But yeah, like, found out I do not like stomach. It's a texture issue. It is 1,000% a texture issue when it comes to stomach. On the other hand, spleen was not bad. A little bit minerally, but not bad. I'm not a fan of liver, though. Liver is just so fucking vile. Ooh, Mediterranean food! Yep, you are correct. Stomach. Couldn't stomach it. Oh, Lord. But yeah, no, Mediterranean food is fantastic. Falafel is so good. I love dolmas. I love, like, the different types of rice, hummus, with like, garlic and olive oil. Oh, so good. Especially with the flatbreads, like naan. I know that's Indian. You know what I mean, though. Ooh, brick. Mediterranean brick. That was a new experience. Beautiful, crunchy, like pastry outside, egg and potato that had been spiced inside, with, I believe, canapes or peas. I can't remember which one it is, but it was really good. It was subtle but so good. Ooh, yes, fuck yeah. Gyro fries with, that thin cut skirt steak that's been beautifully marinated in the tzatziki sauce. Oh my God, so good. So fucking good. Ooh, menudo. A lot of menudo in here, at least in California, a lot of places that serve menudo only serve it, like, on the weekend. So, like, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday is the only days that they will serve menudo, because it is a very time-intensive soup to make, and you have to do it right. You have to do it right, because you're using the honeycomb of the stomach, and sometimes you're using what we would usually call the chitlins. So, like, everything has to be super duper clean and very well cooked to make sure that you are not going to give somebody the worst bowl of soup of their life. And like, I just had soup. Ooh, and there it's leaving me. Shit. Oh, hell yeah. It's a good hangover soup. I also love, like, drunken noodle soup. Szechuan, Chinese Szechuan cuisine is fantastic for hangovers. Absolutely fantastic for hangovers. Love them, like hot pot after a night of heavy drinking. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it to bits and pieces. Oh. My accent. Sorry. I knew what I was talking about. I'm like, I know that they look like peas. Canapé, not canapé. I was like, it's either canapés or it's peas. I don't think I separated those words nearly well enough, though. Yeah, no, canapé they're actually little flower buds, and they have kind of a citrusy flavor to them. They can really add a lot of perk to a dish. If I had to pick one restaurant, don't make me pick one restaurant. Capital Seafood. Capital Seafood. If I had to pick like one restaurant to eat at for the next year, Capital Seafood. They do Chinese dim sum, and they are phenomenal at it. Between their beautiful soup pork dumplings served with red vinegar, their black lotus seed donuts, they're like these little sesame encrusted donut balls filled with gently sweet lotus paste. So fucking good. So fucking good. They of course have all the rice noodles. They've got all the fried rice dishes. They've got soups. They've got Chinese greens. Some really fucking good stuff. And they even have like chicken feet, which is honestly, chicken feet taste way better than I thought they would. But yeah, they are if you're not ready for them, they're a visual nightmare. And if you're not ready for a very slippery, fatty texture, because they're basically very slow cooked feet, there's going to be a lot of collagen in there. And the skin, I can't do the skin, but I will enjoy the collagen around everything else. But you're going to be spitting out tiny bones. And if you're lucky, they go ahead and take the toenails off beforehand. If not, you're looking at chicken toenails and you're going, I get that I'm supposed to know where my food came from. This is a kink too far. Like, take the toenails off, please. Thank you. But yeah, Capital Seafood is just, oh, it's so good. So good. I love a good Chinese dim sum. Absolutely adore a good Chinese dim sum. And they've got sweet, they've got savory, they've got everything in between. Lots and lots of different flavor profiles. And everything is seasoned well. So, yeah. Okay. Well, it is 10 o'clock. I should head off. I'm gonna probably get a few things done. Because I gotta get up decently early tomorrow. And I will see you possibly this weekend. If nothing else, I will see you on Monday. So, thank you all so much. Bye!